France has responded to the cowardly terror attack by the ISIS in Paris by launching relentless airstrikes in Syria. 10 fighter jets operating out of French bases in Jordan and the UAE dropped 20 bombs on a command center, recruitment center, a munitions depot and a training camp for fighters in ISIS stronghold Raqqa. The attack was carried out in coordination with US forces. President François Hollande has described Friday's attacks in Paris as an act of war and promised that France's reaction would be merciless.
We've been at war with ISIL for some time. Over more than a year now, we've conducted thousands of airstrikes. We provide arms to forces who are fighting them on the ground. But this is going to be a long-term campaign. What we see working is being able to get equipment, arms directly to fighters on the ground, like the Kurds in northern Iraq, like the forces we partnered with in northern Syria, backed by our air power. What we've made clear to the French is we will be shoulder to shoulder with them in this response. They're in our military campaign in Iraq and Syria already. Clearly, they want to energize their efforts. Working with the French, we'll be able to intensify our strikes against ISIL in both Syria and Iraq to make clear that there's no safe haven for these terrorists.
As Paris comes to terms with serial terror strikes, a sense of paranoia has gripped France. In a late-night panic, hundreds fled Place de République. After a false alarm, the panic was sparked near the scene of the shooting on Friday night outside a small Cambodian restaurant.
We just sort of ran into the restaurant there. Yeah. Perhaps it almost looked real.
Yeah, it did look real and it did feel real, I would say. It definitely felt real, and we had to, whatever we had in our hand, we went inside, the shutters went down and we ducked. And suddenly really the whole scenario came in front of me as to what people must have really gone through.
Absolutely, so it was those moments of great apprehension as well. Praveen Swami, who's the National Strategic Affairs and Global Affairs editor for the Indian Express, is here. Praveen, take us through what you see right now.
What I think probably happened was that somebody thought they saw something. There were rumors that somebody had seen someone with a gun. There were rumors that somebody had seen something that looked like a bomb. These kinds of rumors are very common. Sadly, the police do need to be on their toes, and if I was a French police officer, I'd be very irritated with the number of people who've come out. Because the fact is, this is why curfews are put in place, to stop rumors from swirling around. On a day like this, some tourist leaves a bag somewhere in a restaurant and there'll be a God almighty panic about it, which there normally wouldn't be. They're very busy, as you know, you've just seen the bomb squad go in, people extremely busy, sifting through the debris in the theatre, trying to find things. They will be tense anyway doing their job right now. And on top of it, to have to deal with crowds this size, very difficult.
And you've covered global terrorism in a lot of ways in a lot of countries. Is Paris slowly changing after all the...
I think when the initial shock has died down, the city will go back to normal. In fact, one of the remarkable things here is that unlike in cities hit by terror like Mumbai, like New York, you don't see very obtrusive security, you don't see trigger-happy police everywhere. The airports are fairly normal.
Perhaps, these two people just see on the scooty right behind us waving out. When you look at them, you perhaps think you're still in a very touristy spot with no fear of bombs or rifles as well. But that's the very nature of Paris. We can only hope that it doesn't change for the worse in the days to come. We were outside Bataclan Theatre just when rumors spread of a possible shootout nearby. French police asked everybody to run into safe covers. We came into this restaurant and the restaurant shutters were immediately put down, as you can see. Also, people were asked to duck down. So, the people here in the cafeteria who had to lie low just in case if there was a shootout anywhere. But what we can see from the streets is people still moving around. Perhaps these are fragile times and a lot of misinformation to doing the rounds, but one has to be alert all the time. Here at this restaurant in a lockdown situation, this is Smita Sharma for India Today.